By request, this is Seiran, also known as Cheesevip and someone else nowadays. Well, anyway, I think it's still be, I don't know. Anyway, from what I believe, this is a Japanese competitor, or just a competitor in Japan. So, if that's true, then it'll be interesting, because I believe this will be the first official Japanese competitor competing on this course. I could be wrong about that, we may have had Japanese in the past, but as far as I know, this will be the first. Not counting the ones who use usernames from the actual Japanese competitors on Sasuke. Anyway, really great debut performance, getting past the shape reflex and going at a really quick pace. The jungle boogie catches onto the monkey bar. Now doing the vines, gets a bit caught up on the first one. Taking timely jumps, which is nice. No one make a mistake there. He's past it, and now for the Blade Runner. Getting for that quickly, and he's through. Now for the Panic Hammock. Struggles to get the swing to actually swing. Gonna do that technique, and it works. He barely catches onto the truss net. Down the slide. Kind of tumbles a bit. Quickly out of the ball pit, or the bubble pit, and now for the yoga ball. Putting it back into it. Alright, I probably won't use that joke in the future. Anyway, gets up the hill. Catches onto the ball, makes the climb up, and now for the escape ladder. Climbing up it pretty slowly, but klaxon sounds. But he does a mistake, and Seiran is moving on to stage 2. He can figure out how to hit the button. There he goes. Clears with 3.1 seconds left. Now the clear thing regened on him, but it doesn't matter because Seiran's moving on to stage 2, and if he truly is the first Japanese competitor to compete on this course, then he's also now the first Japanese competitor to clear stage 1 on this course. Kind of at a loss for words, just well done, and let's see how he does on stage 2. Alright. He just barely survived stage 1. Now let's see how he does on stage 2. Based on what he's saying, it looks like he's competed on another course before this one. Not sure. I mean, it's his debut on this course, but I digress. Alright, 65 seconds for him. Let's see how he does on stage 2. Getting through the domino effect nicely. And he's through that with no trouble. Now for the spider walk. Got his own technique down, and it's paying out quickly for him. Ooh, smooth transition down to the moving part. Didn't want the mistake of accidentally touching the top. And he's through the spider walk. Very nicely done. It's probably one of the smoothest attempts on the spider walk I've seen yet. Probably not the smoothest, but anyways, past the paradigm shift now. Still got 30 seconds as he takes on the hoopla. Got the hoop moving nicely. Can he get the wraparound? Yes, he will. He's onto it. Now less than 20 seconds now as he takes on the meteor vector. If he can hang on to this, he'll clear stage 2. The first hurdle. Doing the jump technique, gets over the second. Gets the dismount. And Seiran, after looking impressive on stage 1, makes an even bigger impression on stage 2. Clearing it with 7.4 seconds left. And we'll give him some time to let this sink in as he prepares to take on stage 3 for his first time. Well done, Seiran. Or Cheese. Whatever you want me to call you. And now here he is, waiting below the steps of stage 3, about to walk up the stairs and take on the third stage for his first time. I mean, I really have nothing to say, as in, really impressive that this competitor from Japan is taking on this course and really putting on a show. But here he is, taking on stage 3, starting with the vortex. Gets to the second one, the second wind tunnel there, and gets through that nicely. Now he'll have 30 seconds to prepare in between each obstacle. Now he'll take on the Sidewinder as soon as he decides when he wants to get started on it. And there he goes, he's on to the first one. Gonna do his own little technique to get around the Sidewinder rather than doing the cheese strat. Cheese strat. That's just the term like people do to make this obstacle easier than it was intended. Like a certain competitor who you saw in the results video, I know who I'm talking about. But, you know, Seiran's doing his own little technique. Kind of a mixture in that and the technique that people use to make this easier. Anyway, how will he do on the third Sidewinder? Ooh, just barely catches onto it, but he does that transition the way it was intended. Climbs a bit high on the third Sidewinder and doing kind of a mixture of both the little cheat strat and his own technique. I can respect that at least. I mean, it's not the technique I usually do on that obstacle, but as long as it works, it works. I mean, it's definitely more preferred than the technique most people have done in the past to make this obstacle look like a joke. But anyway, and as soon as he's done resting, he'll take on the doorknob drop. Alright, 10 seconds now. I want to get moving. 5 seconds now. If he does get moving, he's going to be disqualified. Oh. Ooh, he just barely beats the buzzer, and he's onto the doorknob drop. And unfortunately, we have a little laggy footage here. We can see he gets onto that first dropping doorknob, rides it down, and then makes a transition to the second side, and quickly dismounts the second dropping doorknob. Because yeah, you gotta try and dismount as quickly as possible, otherwise if you try to ride it, it'll make the dismount a lot more difficult. But he's through the doorknob drop, and now he'll take on the cliffhanger as soon as he decides to get going. I understand that you want to take your time and get prepared for it, because the first few obstacles could be, you know, can make you knock the breath out of you. But he's gotta get moving, he's only less than 5 seconds, come on, go, get moving! Oh, come on! Oh no, he took too long and he's disqualified on the cliffhanger. I mean, we're gonna let him take it on anyway, just to see what would have happened, but does he not realize it's too late, that his time has expired? Or just seeing like how he would have done. I mean, we're still gonna let this play out. He's onto the yellow ledge now. But no matter what happens, whether he fails it legitimately or not, or gets by it, he's already been disqualified on this. Still a great performance so far. This is the farthest we've seen anyone on the third stage up to this point, but that's really depressing way to go out. Well, he got the jump and he got the wraparound jump. Can he get that angle jump? No, he won't. So even if his time didn't expire, he would have went out there. But unfortunately, it is going to count as being disqualified before even attempting obstacle, which is still going to count as a cliffhanger fail. But man, that would have been going out like that would have been more honorable than getting disqualified by taking too long to even attempt the obstacle.